Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Xavier Gipson now to return. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. His first throw is an interception. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Gainwell has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. And we'll see what they do about 4th and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Out of his end zone, Rodgers. This is reeled in by Wilson. Ripping off yards past the 40. The 30. The 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do.
Hey, it's Paul.